options. To find my options, again, I'm going to go into look at my stocks, because I'm going to only buy a stock option. I only want you to buy stock options. You can't buy index options or any other type of options. So for me to choose a stock option, what I want to look at first are stocks that have a lot of activity, because of course their options are changing price quickly if they have a lot of activity. So I'm going to go into finance site that shows me the high volume stocks, the stocks that have been doing a lot. So I'm looking at my volume leaders here. I'm going to this page to look at my volume leaders. Now, I know this is because it has this type of a name, these are not stocks, but I come down here, Citigroup is a stock that's trading a lot, Ford Motor, Washington Mutual, Sirius, Microsoft, all these stocks are high volume stocks, which are probably really smart to do Yahoo. Google's another one that's really good to do options on. They're high volume stocks that it's really good to do options on. So once I go here, I can say, okay, well, Citigroup. I know why Citigroup's high volume, everybody's selling it. So though Citigroup went up in price, that's a little bit, let's go ahead and look at, Apple. Well, I bought Apple, so let's look at Yahoo. So I'm going to go into Yahoo, and once I go here, I'm going to click over here. You see options, right? And I don't want you to choose an option maturing right away. So right now it's January. I'd rather have something maturing later, so you can either choose a February option, or you can go as far out as April. So to choose a February option, I click on February. If I want an April option, I click on April. So again, I have to decide whether I think Yahoo's going to go up or down in price, and look like their puts are doing well and their calls are doing lousy. But you know what? I might bet that it go the other way. So I'm going to go ahead, and right now I can see right up the top here, Yahoo's trying it for 22.56. I'm going to choose the Yahoo option right here. Let's see, I'm going to choose this one. So again, I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to copy and paste it because that's the option I want. And I'm going to put that's my symbol. So I'm going to copy and paste it here, and then I can click on that again when I want to look up the option. So I'm doing a Yahoo call at 22, I think it was, maturing in April. So that's the information I want from you. And then this is a symbol. If I click on the symbol, it's going to bring me to the option page to show me what that option is currently trading at. Yahoo April $20 call. Did it wrong. I had a $20 call, so to go back and change that. I put 22, I need to put 20. Okay. So you're going to choose your options that way. Last thing you need in your portfolio is a money market account. Best place I find money market accounts is at bankrate.com. So I'm going to go to bankrate.com. That's my favorite site for that. When you go to bankrate.com, click on CDs and investments. And then you can search two ways. You can look at a money market account. I don't do it by state. I do it by high yield. Or you can use a money market mutual fund. I don't care which one you do. You can either do a money market account, or you can do a money market mutual fund. Either one is fine with me. It has to be just a liquid fund. You can put money in, take money out. I'm going to have probably, since I have $1 million, I might have a jumbo money market account. So I'll say if it's over $100,000 I have in my account, I can pick a jumbo one. I can say next, and I'll say okay. And I'm sorry, it's taking a little time. My computer's a little slow. It'll give me the high rates on all of it. So I want to look at what the rates are. Of course, Countrywide, who leads a lot of money, that's a little too risky for me, is paying a whole bunch of, their APR is 5.25, but Zions Bank in Salt Lake, okay, it's yielding 5.07, so I'm going to choose Zions Bank, and that's where I'm going to put my money market account in too. Now again, as I said, you could go ahead and use a money market fund if you want to. What you need is the name of the bank and the rate. And that's my rate. Then, once you have all your shares and how much you have decided to buy of each stock, you're going to figure out your amount invested. This is a very easy formula. Your amount invested for stocks is just your number of shares. I'm going to put in shares. Shares have to be in round lots. I want you to buy in round lots so there's no additional fees. Okay? So you just go ahead and put a formula in here as your amount invested is equal to your shares times your price. And I can copy that down, right? Because once I have the formula in, that's what it is. And it's going to be in for all these, though I don't have any shares in for here, so I'm going to put in. Now, for my ETFs, again, I want you to buy in round lots. For the mutual funds, you don't. You can buy as many shares, because remember, you can buy even fractional shares in mutual funds. So if you want even numbers, you can go ahead and do that. You can buy just different amounts of, right? So again, I can just copy and paste this formula down here because it's the same formula for all these. And of course, what I want to do is I want to say, okay, this row, these are all dollar amounts, so I want to show this as dollar amounts. My index fund. I'm not so sure about the index, so I copy and paste that formula here. Well, the formula is going to change on the bonds because bonds are quoted in hundreds but sell in thousands. So this formula is equal to my number of bonds times the price of the bond times 10. So you do need to change that formula a little bit. Options also are very different. Now, I forgot to write my price down, so I got to go look this up real quick. My price for this contract was $3.90. So I need to put that in here. Now, contracts trade in 100 share lots. So one contract equals 100 shares. So I might buy 100 contracts, but that means that what I do, my formula is my number of contracts times the price of that contract times 100. And that's how much I spent on those options. My money market account, the way I figure this out is I want my total of my portfolio to be $1 million, right? So I'm going to take what I have so far. This is how much I've spent, right? I'm going to put my money market account in there too. And I've only spent $54,000. So I know that the amount in my money market account has to be $1 million minus what I have already, right? Oops, I had to put the equal sign in there. Sorry about that. Equals $1 million minus what I have in there already. And that's what I have left over, and that goes into my money market account. And now I've spent my $1 million. Also make sure you keep track of the S&P 500 because you're going to track your portfolio against the S&P 500 every week. So the S&P 500 was at 1409.13, so I need to put that down in my portfolio. And you have started on your portfolio. Please post it in the discussion board on Blackboard. Thank you.